Matching hundreds. It's the coach. This is Madden football on EA. Yards a weekend to go, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Los Angeles Chargers. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New Orleans Saints and our home team. Hi, everybody. Club entering play here. They've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him and feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. First down, Rivers. Benjamin's got it. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back.
Set 190. Set 180.
65. 65. 65.
Get eyes.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. We've seen quite a bit of a short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Check, 47. Coming to you,
Fights loose, and he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Rivers on the money, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Gordon on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9. Rivers. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Rivers now. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Get 180! Round 80!
Watch the screen! Pass!
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
47 to Mike, 47. Check, 46.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Rivers to throw it, and caught by Henry. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Here we go!
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now Rivers throw into the hands of Gordon, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Rivers completes it to Benjamin. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll throw again. Rivers to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Rivers out quickly here to Allen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Final play of the half, Rivers going deep for Benjamin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11. And okay, so...
Round 80.
Check, 47. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Check, check, check.
They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rivers. He completes it to Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Check, green 80. Round 80.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run a center.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent.
Stay there. Stay there. 180.
I don't think you got it, son.
One here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Black 15.
Too low, Pep. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Black.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check green 90. Green 80.
Check, no.
Left right.
Hey, scared. Check 24. Check 24.
White 85.
Throwing on second down. Rivers able to get this to Gordon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
180.
The Chargers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams.
Hey, here we go.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that on their side.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Rivers again. Got Gordon open, completes it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rivers. And the catch made, it's Patton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rivers. And his throw is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Ready. 190.
47. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, Rivers. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. On 3rd down, Rivers. This inside the 30. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Rivers now to throw on first down. That's complete. It's Gordon. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, it's Rivers, letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. One last shot now for Rivers. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for New Orleans,
Gentlemen, this week's not over yet, so don't get comfortable. We've had a good week so far, so let's make sure we finish the same way. Consistency is the key to winning in this league, so keep up the good work.
Down. 50, plant. Now. Ready? 60, Pittsburgh. Say hut. Ready. Leaf River. Leaf River. Set. 18 Gator. Ready, ready. Ready. Set, go. Here we go. Set. 60 Outlaw. Shoot. Set. 18 Gator. Fire. Ready, ready. 30 base. Hit it. go! 90 Wolf! Go! Let's go! 70 Indy! Get it! Lightning!
All right. Small steps in the right direction. That's what we've been talking about. And you know what? Today you took a lot of those small steps. I'm proud of you. Keep it up. All right, man, eyes up. Take a look at what we got here. This play is all about timing. You guys mess up that timing, you'll never get home on the blitz. And we're putting the secondary on an island, so you guys got to get to the QB and force the throw.
Come on, set! 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. Put it! Let's go now. 10-2 saw. Now. On the double. Say hut. Set, ready. 8, read. Leaf river. Here we go. 60 orange. Ready. Down. 10 Lobo. Set, go. Yo, cheetah. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Fire. Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Hit it. On the set. Hut, go. Okay, ready? Get it. Ready, break. Hut. Set up. 60 outlaw. Now. Ready. 18 Gator. Say hut. Here we go. 30 base. Leaf river. Leaf river. On the ball. On the ball. Let's go. 90 wolf. Ready, ready. Come on, set. 70 Indy. Set, go. Hey, rocket, rocket. Let's go now. 15 Lonnie. 15, shoot.
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. The game is really starting to slow down for you, isn't it? I can't wait to see what you're going to do on Sunday. Good job.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With that, let's head over to Raymond James Stadium in Tampa for the call of this one. We bring in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
They go play action. Winston. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Ready? Back 25 behind.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day. Flip it.
Winston now to throw on first down. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake, Winston. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd down, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score Saints 7, Buccaneers 0.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
In punt formation for the Buccaneers.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A very good return that time. Comes New Orleans. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today...
Ready? Black 22.
Check, 47. It's out time. It's out time, guys. It's out time.
A first down throw for Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now on the year.
And I know we're all...
Ready? Blue 80.
Good track.
Black.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get this to Eckler. No gain, and it's second down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Winston. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This is taken at the 15. Great blocking on the return. It springs.
Let's go. Ready. Blue ready. Mike 47. Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield.
Ready. Blue ready. 37's the mic. Switch up. Switch up.
Jameis now on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Winston now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Winston. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. Elsewhere, they have gone to this.
Ready. Flag. What's it got? 47. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. White. Where's that?
First down, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check, 47.
On play action, Winston. That's into the hands of the tight end, Leggett. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
I'm going to come back to you.
From the gun, Winston. He completes this into the hands of Miller. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll throw again. Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Jameis now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Winston connecting with Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To the air again with Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Here's Winston. He completes it to Evans. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for this
All right, man, eyes up, eyes up. Take a look at what we got here. This play is all about timing. You guys mess up that timing, you'll never get home on the blitz. And we're putting the secondary on an island, so you guys got to get to the QB and force the throw.
Set, ready, 10-2 stop. Fire. Here we go, here we go. 8, read. Hit it. Yo, Jackrabbit, come on. Down. 60 orange. Huck, go. Ready? 10 Lobo. Get it. Set. 50, plant. Hit. Here we go, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Now. Set up. 18 Gator. Set up. Ready, ready. 60 Outlaw. Leaf River, Leaf River. Here we go. 18 Gator. Ready, ready. Let's go. 30 base. Set, go. Ready, up. Shoot. Come on, set. 90 Wolf. Fire. Let's go now. 70 Indy. Hit it.
Hey, you know what, guys? That was pretty dang good. And you know what gets me really excited? You haven't even reached the top of your potential yet. Not even close. Each and every one of you should take that as a challenge and see if you can find that next level.
Kamara Drive-In. It's the coach, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, 2017 Offensive Rookie of the Year, Alvin Kamara, fresh off a big performance a week ago, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New Orleans Saints. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. They come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On second down, this is Madison.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Cousins on first down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. They'll run it with Madison. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return.
Here we go.
Going to begin the drive here with Madison. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Throwing is Cousins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a season he continues to have defensively. Now a dozen interceptions this year, Charles.
And let's face it, we've watched a lot of ball. But when you get 12 in 1 year, that's better than most careers, isn't it?
Absolutely, and you might be asking for a bump in pay, too.
No doubt about it. Running right in there and talking to the team.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Now their last... They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Cousins. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start there. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Fielded just inside the 20. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. So here are the Saints to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. They'll run with Madison. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, Cousins. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This is taken at about the 14. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Saints will take over.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They'll get 34 yards there. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got him for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
Now Cousins. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. 3rd down here. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
That's going to be caught. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And that gives him now 3. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for New Orleans, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home